Hi everyone, it's Rhonda here. Welcome to my studio here in Ovid, Michigan. It is time for us to do our third Christmas class of the season. Of course, I've made Christmas cards in other areas, but this is our actual online Christmas card classes. So I have scheduled 4 of them. In case you've missed any of the past ones, there's recordings. You can go back and watch those. And then also plan on being here next Thursday. Next Thursday will be our last specifically just Christmas cards and projects. Each one I also make a cute little box they've been boxes. And today is another box too. So it's really good to see you guys. Thanks for joining me. I love making Christmas cards, and this is the time of year when we can do it, right? We can make tons and tons of them, and I actually really use them too, which I love as well. Like, they're cards that I make, and then as I'm making them, I can already think about what I'm going to put in it when I actually give it. So in case you missed last week's, this was the extra project we made. It was a card with a box built into it. So it's just this cute, adorable little 2x2 box that would hold a little gift inside with a card. So in case you missed it, you can go back and watch the recording. Hello, everybody. We also then made 3 other really beautiful Christmas cards. So here's this one. Oh, there we go. There's that one. And then we made this one last week, and we used the really awesome Trucking Along to make a gift card holder card. All right, so today I have 3 more cards and a box to show you. Actually, the box is a box and a card again, kind of like what we just did. I love the box and cards. I actually just used my very last one that I kind of had in my stash, so I thought I better make some more of those. So I'm going to give just another minute for everyone to join on. If you ordered last week, your kits were all prepped and they're shipping out today. And your tutorial will be emailed to you as well. So this is how I run my online card classes. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If this is your 100th time watching, welcome. How I do my classes is they are free. So I actually send you the materials. I love to cut packets and actually put the cards in your hands. So we ship them to your house. Obviously, that's only here in the United States. I'm not allowed to ship across borders that has product included in it. So anyway, when you place your order, it has to be at least a minimum of $40. And you can order anything you want. You can order things that I'm showing. You can order things that are on your wish list. You can order things that you need, cardstock, adhesive, envelopes, kits, anything you want. So when you place that order, and you have to use the link, and it's a link I'll be sharing in this description and sharing in this video. Then once you use, because that link will tie right to my online store. So when you place your order in my online store, it's at least over $40. I'll just send you the kit for free by next week. So I'll ship it out next Thursday. You have until Monday at midnight to place that order. Now here's the cool part. If your order goes over $50, then I have a free gift. And this month it's one that's worth, I think it's $7 or $8, and it's gonna be the Festive Pearls, which we use a lot. I use a ton of them in this class, and I use them a lot in general too. So that will be a free gift if your order goes over $50. And most people do. So last week we had 24 people place orders. So thank you all for supporting me and my business. And also, I hope you really enjoy all your goodies that you're gonna get in the mail. All right, I think we can get started. I always have to chat a little bit. So let me turn you down here so you can see my work surface. All right, and let me make sure that it's straight. Sweet. Okay, let's start off with one of our cards here. I'm gonna start off with a really simple one. Of course, I love simple cards. Almost all the cards I make are simple. But I am gonna be using one of our favorite products. This is one that is, I've been featuring in my Creating for Christ group. This was what we're featuring. It's the Night Divine. It is back in stock, so it's a bundle. Boy, I just used it so much and I just couldn't stop using it. So you're gonna see it again today. I think I created a really beautiful, beautiful card with it. Let me find my little Festive Pearls because I'm gonna use those on almost every card. All right, so what we're gonna start off with, so this is the bundle. It was unorderable there for a hot minute, but it's already back in stock. But again, who knows how long it will stay in stock. So I highly recommend this. Now, if you're getting the retreat, by the way, my retreat has sold out. I don't have any left. But we're gonna be featuring this in all the projects. So I couldn't think of a better bundle. All right, we're taking a piece of thick vanilla. And what I love about our vanilla is we also have matching envelopes. So it makes it so beautiful. I think using the vanilla envelopes really makes it super, super special. I already did all the running for you because I showed you how to run it last week. All right, so let's take our piece of a thick, very vanilla, and we're gonna fold that in half. Okay, there you go. And then we have another new product. It's called the Snowflake embossing folder. It's a 3D one, so you'll use it with that gray platform. And see here, I already ran it through and it creates obviously just these beautiful snowflakes all over the card. I don't know if you can see it, but it just creates a really neat background. So I just did vanilla on vanilla. That will give it just a lot of nice texture and pop there. I'm also using a piece of Designer Series paper. It's this almost like a buttery brown, which I would call our pecan pie color, wood grain. So today I'm actually using, I didn't even plan on it, but I'm using a lot of this Joy of Christmas paper. So that is where this piece came from. It's actually on the back side. See, it's on the back side of this green piece. But we're gonna be using this a lot. I kept using it and using it and using it, like, oh boy. So it is still available, so you can purchase it. But it is just, I love it because it's got a lot of traditional red and greens for Christmas, and then it has some other patterns that you can use for all kinds of crafting. So that's where this piece came from. And I'm going to, I have a hard time gluing down this piece right here. I love this piece specifically. But so I hate it when two of my favorite papers are on the same piece. It doesn't happen very often, but this time it did. So I got to glue down that green piece. Oh, that was hard. All right, and then this is going to get glued down to the front of our card here. Let's see, I don't ever know, does it, when like, is the top the really dense snow? Or, I guess it could go either way. I guess you get to choose. I should probably have done this before I glue this down in case I mess it up. All right, so what we're using, we're using the one that says, "The Lord is my shepherd." That's the stamp we're gonna use. And I'm gonna go ahead and do, then the rest of the card will make sense when you know why we're using that. So I have ran through a tag. Who has this, where are they? This set of dies, here we go. The tailor-made tags dies. Who owns this one? I'm telling you, if you don't, this is what you want to make sure you have on your order. I use this so much. I love it. I can make tags for everything, but a lot of times I have two sets, so it doesn't come with many. I just have two sets because I use them so much. I love this. So those of you who craft with me a lot know I'm using it all the time, and it's because I truly love it. All right, so we're gonna take "The Lord is my shepherd," and I'm gonna stamp that on here. Let's hope I get that right. Perfect. And then, so that's gonna go on our card front as well. Now what I'm gonna use with that, I'm sure you guys can just imagine, we're gonna be using our, that vanilla and black check ribbon. So if you, last month, oh, I remember I stole the scissors off this table. I hate it when I steal stuff and then I don't put it back. Let me go grab a pair of scissors. There they are. I stole them about an hour ago. I was working on something and I knew I should have put them back. All right, so this was our free gift with purchase last week. So those of you who ordered last week, you're gonna be getting a whole whole package of this. So I'm just gonna thread this through our little tag here. Oh, I knew I gotta cut these going the same angle. This is the hardest part, is when you're doing some of these things that they're not hard when you do them in person, but they are hard when you do them on a video. All right, I'm just trying to pull up your guys' comments too. Yes, Michelle, I changed I posted it this morning. I've been going to PT now just started my 3rd week. I've had a lot of neck problems over the last year, and so they've identified what's wrong, and I have to go to PT probably for a long time. But it's it's really starting to help, but I want to try to avoid any neck surgery. So they just scheduled all my PT, and a lot of it is at 3 o'clock. So I had to move this up a little bit earlier. So there is The Lord is My Shepherd. Okay, so in the Night Divine, I ran through this one here. So I just did all this ahead of time, and I ran it through with black, and then I ran through the sheep twice. So, of course, we have our cute little sheep. I have a couple of them here that I ran through. And let me get the rest of it out of the way so you can see a little bit better. And then I ran through this one. So really though, all I want out of this is the shepherd. So I'm gonna go cut off the shepherd. Cool part is that I will keep this because on so many other projects, I've used just the Mary and Joseph, and then I've also used this guy too. So, and you could use him on here too. I wanted to see what it would look like with just one shepherd. All right, so go ahead and we're gonna glue this guy down. I'm just gonna use mini glue dots. So we're gonna put him down here. And then we're just gonna put the sheep down as well. And we'll put one kind of following him from behind. And then we'll put one that's kind of facing him. It's the same sheep. All right. So there we have our shepherd and our sheep. I told you this was gonna be a simple card. I love this card a lot. I love the on this wood grain, it just really, to me, is special. Now we're going to take that Festive Pearls, and we're gonna take, let's see, my pick tool's not up here. We used it last night. I had my team meeting, and so I think it's there. So I'm just gonna sprinkle on some of the gold pearls. Here we go. Yeah, we'll just do 3. And a little bit more dimensionals. This is a beautiful black vanilla. It's a very timeless card. But I love the texture that we added with the snowflakes. There you go. So again, when you're thinking about Christmas cards, I always like making them so you can duplicate them. All right, how sweet is that? Card number 1. And thank you. I love your hearts. I do love your hearts. The hearts really do matter to me. I look at how many I get. And if you want to give me an angry face, if there's something I'm doing that really is irritating you, that's okay too. You can give me an angry face. But the hearts I love, and also when you share this video, when you hit that little share button down there, that is also something that I really, really appreciate too. So there's card number 1, and if you are vanilla cardstock, there's a thick vanilla that's good for art, so it's a lot thicker. And then I used our regular vanilla to do the embossing and the tag on. And then one of the coolest things, I think, most beautiful things that we do, obviously always, is Stampin' Up's coordination. So I love the vanilla envelope. That will make it extra special. Okay, so there's card number 1. Let's move on to card number 2. Before I do that, I am going to try today to keep myself cleaned up so I don't make a mess. I always make a mess, but I'm going to attempt not to make a mess today. So let's move on to our next card. Let's see what I've got here. Oh, I'm gonna do, so that one, I'm gonna do a very traditional red and green one. And I'm gonna be using the stamp set Country Wreaths. So Country Wreaths, for some of you, is not a brand new stamp set. Like we have had this stamp for over a year. But for some of you, you might not have maybe seen it or even remembered that we were carrying it, because it was a bundle that we had last year. So, oh, here's all, this one's actually a huge set of dies. It takes up 2 whole sheets because it comes with, so this is just one set, but it comes with all the leaves and the bows and the holly berries and all these extra leaves that you can tuck into the wreath. So it makes some really gorgeous wreaths. And then obviously it has a stamp set that matches it. So this was one that did come out last year and it was so popular. It sold out for a long time, but it's back in stock now, but it's in the annual catalog. So I wanted to pull it out because I loved that set last year. And we're going to make a very traditional red and green card. I'm using shaded spruce. That's really, truly like a real Christmas tree green, and then real red. So you can't get any more Christmassy than that. I also am using that Joy of Christmas, and here is a piece of that paper out of there that I have already cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. Again, I hate covering up this wood grain, but I really wanted this one to be very red and greenish. All right. So I've cut this piece of real red. It is 3 1/4 by R11. So you can get a couple of these out of a piece of paper. You're going to need your scoring tool on this one. And we are going to score it, I gotta go the other direction. We're gonna score it at 4 1/4 and 8 1/2. And 8 1/2. All right. And then there's this piece here. I'm actually going to take it and I'm gonna, so you could score it at 8 1/2, and then I'm going to score it at 10 1/4. Okay, so I'll show you why here in a second. It'll make sense. So I did 4 1/4, 8 1/2, and 10 1/4. So this gets folded. That little flap right there, I'm actually gonna fold back the other direction. Let me get my bone folder so we can get some good creases. And I'm going to glue, I'm just gonna glue that right down, that little flap. That little flap just makes it so you can tell there's actually gonna be a little pocket. To make pockets, I really do like to use our green glue because you just want a very thin layer of glue. The little pocket is used for, obviously, you can put a gift card in there, but you don't have to use this as a gift card holder either. You can put just like your message on a piece of white paper and you could tuck in there. You could put a picture. Like if you have, I think if you have like your kids' school pictures, you could tuck them in there. So whoever you're sending it to, you could give them, some pictures in there. You could actually make this wider if you wanted to too, but it will also though hold if you want to give a gift card in there too. See, look, it's a perfect holder for a gift card as well. There you go. So, but when you seal it up, it looks just like a normal little front. Okay, so I did cut a piece of that same Joyful Christmas paper. This is a different pattern. It's just one of the patterns that is like all kind of just reds, all shades of deep reds, and whether they almost are like little lots and lots of like poinsettias back there. Can you see that? I wanted something that wasn't quite such a bold pattern because these are gonna layer together. I also wanted to soften this up a little bit, so I have a piece of vellum that I'm going to glue down, but I'm not gonna glue it down yet because I wanna put what I'm gonna put on top of there first, because I like to put glue where I am going to be able to kind of hide it a little bit. All right, so let's just do some quick stamping on this. I got shaded spruce. Do all of you here own the Country Cottage Wreaths? This set, I remember last year, I was always was unorderable there for quite a while. There's also a way to stamp this so you know which direction it's in. I don't know. There is a direction on it. Whoa. So I'm gonna stamp our, it's so pretty. Like I just could look at it just like that. All right, and then I'm going to run that through. I should have done one first because sometimes it's hard to get this lined up when you're under pressure. And it does line up perfectly, and there's a little trick to lining it up perfectly. I just forgot to do it first, but it's all right. We're gonna make it work. All right, so I'm taking my little mini boho machine. I like using this one on videos because it's so much smaller, and it fits a little bit better on my plate here. Okay, so we are going to, there's a little thing that tells me exactly where to put this, but I'm not gonna worry about it so much right now. There you go. There, it was easy. I usually just look for one of the leaves that sticks out the most, which is this one, and then line that up. So that was not hard at all. Okay, so I got that on there. I probably normally would have taped that with some washi tape, but instead I'm just gonna say a prayer. Lord, please let that line up right. Let's see. Oh, see, sometimes praying works even better than washi tape. All right, because that worked good. I lined that baby up perfectly. So it really is, last year I used this a lot, so I did get pretty familiar with it because I did a whole class on this. I used it for like some training events. I loved it. So I'm happy that we still have it. So it's still in the catalog. In case you guys missed it and didn't get it, you still can. All right, so, and then I already went through and I ran one of the, there's like a bow that already has like the detail in it. So that's already done for us. I ran that through real quick. And I'll put that onto our wreath. Okay, so back to our card front. This is going to go on here. So I'm just gonna glue that down. And then that way I know where to put my glue with my vellum, because if you put glue on vellum, obviously it shows through. So this way I can do that. Now I can put glue behind there, and then that's where to glue down to the front of my little card. Guys, isn't this beautiful? I wish you could see it in person. But that alone is just so pretty. But I'll finish it up too, because it's gonna go on this really gorgeous card here too. All right, so last but not least, I have a tag that was in that envelope. Now, I'm pretty sure I remember I took it out. Let's see if maybe I left it in there. Oh, it's my Stylish Shapes label. It was a little guy, so sometimes when I pull them out, I did pull it out. It's not in there. Maybe it's on the floor. Dang. I've been being so good about keeping things. I thought, all right, I have another one. I was actually gonna pack a second one because those are so little. Sometimes they get easy to lose. Let me go grab it instead of continuing to look. I actually remember pulling it out. When I pulled it out, it probably went flying. It's probably on my floor somewhere. Anyway, okay, so in that stamp set, I'm going to take the Merry Christmas, and we're gonna stamp that, I think in the shaded spruce. The shaded spruce, so I think we'll just make it really pop off of there. So I'm gonna take the Merry Christmas. This is one of our little Stylish Shapes little banners. But I want that little banner. It's perfect for this. All right. And that is going to go with some dimensionals. But this one, you can use that little thin, I use a little thin strip there on the side. All right. Oh, what's on the, I just checked that list. I thought everything I was using today was current and available, but you never know. All right, so there's Merry Christmas on there. Then last but not least, I'm going to take those Festive Pearls, and sometimes you can't see, but the Festive Pearls also has some red ones in there too. So I'm going to take some of those Festive Pearls and just kind of sprinkle them around our wreath so they look like little like holly berries, right? Find the perfect little leaf to stick those on. So this is why even if you have Festive Pearls, you're gonna want some more, because I love that. And then I'm actually gonna take some of these like lighter, because they actually match, and then that is gonna be so pretty. Mixing in the red with this, almost like, it looks like pool party, but it actually matches this green perfectly on here. There you go. All right, can you see how pretty that is? All right, so remember, if you place your order, so if you're just joining, this card is, well, you'll get all the supplies for all the cards for free. When you place a minimum $40 order. If your order is over $50, then I'll throw in a whole package of the Festive Pearls for you for free. All right, I was gonna add ribbon to this card, but I am not. I don't think it needs anything else. I think this is just perfect the way that it is. So when you open it, then you could continue to keep decorating it. Sometimes I don't wanna, you could add more to it. You could add a punch to the inside of it, but it's a perfect holder for a gift card. If you didn't want to do a gift card, you could just cut a piece of paper and slide in there and just put your message on there too. So there's a fun, really, again, very fun, a little bit different card that opens too. So there's card number 2. All right, and I'll put that in that envelope. I always love to decorate. I'm gonna do this real quick because I love that card. I'm gonna use it. So when I love a card, I'm gonna use it. I have to make sure I finish the envelope. So I love to send little like Starbucks cards or to some friends, especially ones that have done some nice things for me. And I've got so many friends that do nice things for me. So that one I'll definitely put to really, really, really good use. All right, so I just lay down some of that scrap paper that I have left over and I always have lots of it left over, just little bits and pieces. So instead I can just lay it down. When you send cards like this, I'm telling you, it makes the biggest difference when people get it. I get more comments about my envelope sometimes because I decorate the flap like that. Because now look, when you send it, it is a completed, beautiful thing. All right, there you go. So there's number 2. All right. Hi, Annie, my stampin' friend. My stampy friend, I'm glad you're here too. All right, let's move on to our next card. Oh, this one is, I think this is a cool card. I'm using something, okay, so I didn't even plan this, but I'm going back to the annual catalog for a really cool thing. I wanna give you guys a little bit of a cool heads up. This is the Paper Florist dies, and I've been using them a lot. I actually have an entire class, 2 classes, already designed, ready to go, and I'll be offering them in December because the Paper Florist is a set of dies that you're gonna wanna have just for like all your projects that you ever will have to do. It is so great to have this set of dies. Do you guys wanna see a little bit of sneak peek of what I'm talking about? So like here's one that I made that's a box. Like look at those flowers. They are almost just so realistic. And, okay, so let's keep going. The Paper Florist can also be like, look at that fall card made with it. And then, look at this. Look at those flowers. So cool. So this is kind of a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the projects that we're gonna be doing in December for a stamp camp that I'm gonna do. That one. And then they're kind of broken up into 2 sections. One of them is very bright, one I just showed you. So this, I'm gonna show you this other one here in a minute because this is what I designed this card after. And then this one, look at this. So the Paper Florist, you can do just an incredible amount of things with it. And just a beautiful bright yellow. Thank you, I know. But look at this one. It's a 6x6 shadow box. Anyway, so stay tuned. That's gonna be coming out. I've been waiting to do it because I had it ready to go for, I think it was August. But then these went unorderable for quite a long time. So, but now they're back. And so I'll be doing that event. I'll be doing in December, because November I still want to do something Christmassy. I have a stamp camp that I have that I'm going to be announcing in the next day or two. I gotta get everything else caught up first. All right, so another piece of our thick white, and then I am going to take some more, go figure, of that Joy of Christmas paper, but it's this pattern, my favorite pattern. This one. I've been stocking up on it to use for you guys, actually, for this card right here. I love it. We're going to glue that down. What is it? It's not called Joy of Christmas. I want to get it right. I think it's called Joyful. Oh, no, it is. It's called Joy of Christmas. So pretty much all the paper I've used on all the cards is this, except for my last project. My last project, I'm not using this, just so you know. All right, so this is going to get glued down to the bottom of our card front. Yep. All right, and then I have just one of our scallop contour dies, this white one. And next I'm gonna stamp my words first. So another one of my favorite sets out of the mini catalog is called Throughout the Year. I've been using it a ton too, because I love this Happy Easter with the Easter Bunny punch. There's a Best of Luck, so you can do for, during the spring, for March. There's a Be My Valentine. But I love this You Mean So Much to Me. I've used this a lot. Plus, it has a birthday and a trick or treat. So this is a great one to have in your crafting collection. I like the Happy Holidays, and I'm going to actually stamp that in black. So this is, I think this is a really cool card. We're gonna stamp it in black, the Happy Holidays, just down here, like that. All right, so I took the paper Florist and I ran through, I'm gonna show you what I ran through. And I ran it through already just to make it a little bit faster. But I ran through 4 of these leaves, which is this one. But see, the cool part is they have the stitching. A lot of them have all this texture built into them. And then I ran through this one, so you just run it through once, and you get a bigger and a smaller one. I did that one twice too. So I'm gonna kind of put together my own little poinsettia, or poinsettia, however you wanna say it. So I ran those through already. So I have the 2. Yep, Michelle, I'm gonna cover that up so I don't stick that on there. All right, so we're going to layer these up. Let me grab my mini glue dot. So I just put the bigger with a smaller one. And I know these are not the most, the cool part is you just kind of twist it the way you want it to. You could make this really any flower you want to. You could even make it a daisy if you put like a couple more in there. It is sometimes just the color that you do it. Let me do a couple of these mini glue dots, the leaves. So this is a shaded spruce. Again, very, very, one of my true Christmassy colors. Imagine making like decorations for your, well, what happened to that other one? Jeez. All right. No opening pads, I know. you guys know me a little too well. So I put together, kind of making my own poinsettia. Then I'm gonna go to those Festive Pearls again, and I'm gonna take off 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. So even just with this class alone, you're gonna go through a lot of these. I love the Festive Pearls though, because they are, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yep, I love it. I went ahead and did another one. So I have 2. We have 2 poinsettias together there. Now remember, when you buy the class, when you place your online order, then you get the class for free. And so we will do the running of those for you. When you get my classes, we try to do all the prep work for you, so you can just sit down and have fun. I always say we do the work here in my studio. I have a team that helps me. I don't do it all myself because we have a lot that goes on. So I have Nancy and Arlena who come in every week. They're here 2 days a week, and they help me with all the die cutting, the sorting, all of it. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead, whoops, and put this down there. kind of nestling our little homemade poinsettias together. Just kind of layer them. Isn't that beautiful? See? I love it. And that's gonna go on here. Oh shoot, before I did that, hold on a second. I think I can still do it. We'll see. I wanted to add a little bit of gold twine. I think I might have already pulled it out. So much for being organized, Rhonda. I was. Sometimes I pull things out and forget if there it is. I did not pull it out yet. So I have the gold and the silver twine. This just needs a little bit of that gold twine. So typically I just wrap it around my hand a couple times like that. And then you can, or I like to tie, double it up, and then make a bow. Make a bow, not a knot, a bow. That, and a really kind of, there you go, a kind of what I would call like a loopy bow. So that didn't work either. Now I'm gonna have a mess. Okay, come on. So I double it up, and then I just make a real loopy bow. Let's see if I can do it this time. There. And I'm gonna take some mini glue dots. So just make it like, this bow is, I'm gonna take a couple mini glue dots on this. Normally I would have glued this down first. I'm gonna try to do it now because I already have these glued down, and see if I can slip this in here. I think I can. There we go, perfect. And then that's gonna go underneath our poinsettia. So a little splash of gold back there. There we go. I meant to glue that down first, and I could have pulled them off and redid it, but I think there was enough room that I could get it in there. I just gotta hide that knot. There you go. So a little bit of gold sparkle behind there. So I will, when you do it, just glue this down first, and then put your poinsettias on top of it. There. That is, see, it was an important factor. You had to have that. That makes all the difference. Just a little bit of that splash of gold on there. Oh, I love you spending, thank you, Suzanne. I love you spending your lunch with me too. Yeah, I'm telling you, that makes all the difference. You have to have that little splash of gold. It just took me a second to get it there. So there's that. And then, I don't think we need to sprinkle on any more pearls because these pearls are just perfectly on there, beautiful. So there's another very gorgeous card using those paper florists. I wanted to give you another idea, and they're not just for spring and summer. Like, you could use them fall all year long. All right, so these are our 3 cards we've made so far. 1, 2, and then we have this one as well. And now I've got one more to show you. So if you're just joining, if you missed these, you can always go back and watch the replay. Let's go on to our 4th project, and that is going to be a box. So, but I love boxes that actually are like 2-in-1. So the box is also going to be a card too. So let me clean some of my stamps off that I have sitting here. I've got them, they're piling up, and that could be a mess for me. And let me do this one too, really quick. This chamois, I don't even know what I ever did without our chamois. Like, I don't know. I love it. It's like magic. All right. So those blocks are cleaned off, and one more. There we go. Okay, so this last project, first I'm gonna make a box. Well, let me tell you what I did. So we have Stampin' Up! Carries, and you get 20 in a package. You get 20 note cards and 20 note card envelopes. I always, always, always have these on hand. I use them a lot. A lot of you who do my classes know that. So because they're so sweet and simple, I love our note cards. So this is what we're going to decorate a note card, but I love to make them with a box. So then again, you can put your gift in the box with a little So your card that you're gonna do will be inside the box too. So I wanted to create a box that would hold, and obviously it could hold multiple note cards, but this is actually going to be a gift. So I cut my paper at 7 1/4. So this is our thick white, and I cut it at 7 1/4. And then I think it's by 7 1/4 by 9 3/4. All right, 7 1/4 by 9 3/4. No, this is the one that I screwed up. Yep, hold on a second. This is my screwed up. But it's not. Don't write that down. If you wrote that down, just scratch it out. I had to take a couple of times to get it. So this is my right one. All right. The 7 1/4 is right. So this is my correct one. I had to dig it out of the trash because I threw it away. I threw it the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. By 10. So it's 7 1/4 by 10. And then what you're going to do is you're going to score down. So you get out your scoring tool, which I love, and you're going to score it down 1 inch down the long side, flip it over, and then you're going to do 1 inch down the other side as well. Now we are going to score this direction. The first thing I do is I want a little 1/2 inch tab here at the end. So I just go ahead and score that little 1/2 inch there. Then I flip and go the other direction. So your 1/2 inch score line that you've already done is over here. So then we are going to go to 4 1/4 and score that. Then we're going to go to 5 1/4, score that. And then we're going to go to 9. So it was 1/2, 4 1/4, 5 1/4, 9. So that's our box. Let's take our bone folder and get all of our, and I just use this with our white. This project is a wintry, beautiful, sparkly project. You're gonna make a little card and it's gonna go inside too. So this is gonna incorporate all that. So I just used our bone folder. And now you're going to, on all the lines on both sides, you're going to trim up. Okay. And same thing on this side. Now, this is the part that has the 1/2 inch there. This is the top of the box. So I like to really trim off this here. And then you don't even need this little piece right there. Okay, same thing. We're going to cut that little piece off. And then we're going to just trim that. There you go. So that's what, this is that top part. These are the, we're going to create the bottom. I also would like to do that here. Some people call this mitering. I didn't used to do it, but you know what? It really makes a difference with your boxes looking so much better. Just taking off those edges like that on the tab part. Okay, so now let's assemble these 4 tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are going to need the adhesive on there. I definitely recommend using, this is our Stamp and Seal Plus, because anytime you make a box, you don't want it to fall apart. So, or if you like to use the green glue, you can use the green glue. We all know, here we go. So I'm just gonna go, this is the bottom of the box. I'm just gonna pull that up. This can hold, again, like if you're giving money as a present or a gift card or gift certificate, you know, there's a lot of things this can actually hold. And then along with it, it's gonna fit a note card inside. So there is our box. And see, this is going to just slip right in here. And like that. And then this little lid you can leave out, or I'm gonna actually tuck it in. And since I'm tucking it in, I'm actually going to also just kind of tailor off those edges. Let's go ahead and decorate our box. I have a piece of our Oh, this is the paper. So it's this beautifully, beautiful sparkle paper. So this card so today most of my projects have been very traditional Christmas. This one's gonna be sparkly and beautiful. So I'm using the Snowflake Magic 12 by 12 paper. You get with it 3 different patterns and you get 2 sheets of each. So look at that one. Can you see how gorgeous that is? It's a beautiful blue. Then we have this one that we're using, and then also white. And you get 2 sheets of each of those. I'm also going to be using some of our gold and silver. This one you cannot find in a catalog anywhere. So this is just what we call an online exclusive. So you have to, you'll have to search for it in the online exclusives, but it's silver and gold. And they're adhesive backed already. So I'm using that as well. So let's go ahead and decorate our box first. I'm decorating this really simple, obviously, because people are just going to be impressed that you made this really beautiful gift. This is great for a wedding, but I gave a birthday gift yesterday, and so I made this, it was a little different, but I made a birthday card out of that note card, and then it's fun to have it in a little box. So when you give it to somebody, then it's more like a gift, you know. And I did give money as a present. Teenagers like money, so but I wanted to, you know, give it in a cuter way. All right, so there's the outside of our box. I am going to also then, I have radiating stitches, but before I glue that down, I do have some ribbon. And this is some of our pool party ribbon that I'm using all fun shades here of like Gloss Lagoon and Pool Party. So this is a box, so we can tie a really nice bouncy big bow on here. Tie that. I think this ribbon goes pretty with this Snowflake Magic. So this is this is in the annual catalog too. So today I'm using products from all of our catalogs and also just from online in general. So now I will take this and let's get some of those dimensionals. And I'm gonna tie that down there. Not tie it, I'm going to put dimensionals down there. All right, thank you. I love the gold, silver. Oh shoot, Deb. All right, well, thank you for letting me know that. There is that there. I just included it in something, so I'm glad that I got some for my customers. All right, so there is that on there. We're going to take, I have this circle right there. So the stamp set I'm actually using is a bundle. This bundle is the Sparkling Snowflakes, and it comes with this it doesn't come with, it's a punch. I'm gonna punch it. It comes with this tag topper. So you can create a tag. So I just cut a 2-inch strip, and then, oops, I wanted to do the other side. And then you can just slide it in there and then punch it, and it creates this really awesome snowflake there on the end. Isn't that fun? So that's the stamp set I'm using too. So we're going to, this is for the inside of the card, but see, I know I'm already have it done. That's the inside of the card too, because I'm decorating both. So we're going to use a stamp set, Sparkling Snowflakes, and the first I want to use the words, make the season sparkle. I'm actually not even going to use the snowflakes yet. I really just, on this project, I'm just going to be using the words, but I love these words. So it's make your season sparkle. And that one we'll put on with some dimensionals too. And that's going to go on the front. That. Then to really make this sparkle, I ran through 2 snowflakes with that silver paper, and it's already has the adhesive on there. So you just got to pull off the paper backing on it. Like that. And then we're going to take, so I've used the red, we've used the gold, we used the blue. Now I'm just going to sprinkle on some more of those silver. And you could actually, let's throw on some of those really pretty blue ones too. So we're really going to make this sparkle. There you go. Let's do one more. 1, 2, oh, I don't know. I think it's actually perfect. There you go. Make your season sparkle. All right. And then, so there's the outside of the box. I'm gonna do that words one more time. The inside, now we're going to just make our, really quick, I'm going to make our note card for the inside. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This was the card from the paper Florist that inspired my poinsettias. I put that, I remember I put it aside to show you and then I forgot to show it to you. All right, I'm gonna stamp our punch. This is our brand new hexagon punch. It's called Heartfelt Hexagon. And I'm going to punch out some of that sparkly silver paper. I'm using the, this is another piece inside that Snowflake Magic. It's the white piece. And I'm going to glue that down. All right. I know, I love this Snowflake Magic paper. It's really pretty, and especially it's so simple, but you can really make a project that's special, obviously just because the paper is so cool. All right, so I already punched off, this was a 2x4 inch piece, and then I just punched that end on it. And then so I'm gonna just use Winter Greetings because we already used the, this is for the inside. Let me get my, pull this off so I can see. I'm using the Stylish Shapes. So everybody, if you don't own the Stylish Shapes, it is my #1 used set of dies, absolutely. So that is going to get, punch it. I already ran it through, so it is, you're gonna, actually, I usually run through like a stack of these and then they're just kind of sitting on my desk because I can just grab them whatever size I need. I can just grab them. There you go. This is gonna go a little bit down towards the end and you'll see why here in a second. And then this is gonna get glued down to the front of our note card. I wish you could see how glitzy and beautiful this is. So on my last card, I used the gold. This is the Simply Elegant trim. And on this one, I'm going to make a silver bow. There you go. I like to, this is gonna be a double bow. So I just doubled it up. This one I am gonna make pretty because it's not gonna be tucked behind. I'll attempt to make it pretty. There you go. Trim that off. Grab another mini glue dot. So you can tell mini glue dots are definitely a must. There you go. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? So, Winter Greetings. Of course, this is, so you could give this for a birthday, Christmas, any. And then here you've got your little envelope. And we could, if you wanted to, you could decorate the outside of that with that same flap. So you're going to fill out your card. You can tuck whatever gift that you wanted to purchase them and that will fit in here. Heck, even like a wallet would fit in here. Or if you're going to do like some, if you wanted to line it up with candy or again, all kinds of goodies, or even just like, again, a gift card, gift certificate. So you put that in there, put your card in there, and now you have a perfect presentation gift. All right, what do you think? You know I'm gonna do it. What is your guys' favorite project that we made? I'll bring you back to the beginning to show you. Thank you for watching and for being here. This is my 3rd online class that I've been doing in the month of November. Well, I did 2 in October, 2 in November. And now it's over to you. You have it from now until Monday at midnight. To place your online order in my store, and then I will send you all the supplies to make these cards as well. So #1 was is the Lord is my shepherd. We used the Night Divine bundle. #2, we did this really beautiful, #2, yep, this was #2. We made, using the cottage wreaths, where you could actually tuck I should probably, because you can't see it, tuck a little gift card in there. So that was that one. And then number 3 was using the paper Florist. Oh, so pretty. And the gold trim on this one. Of course, look at the Festive Pearls on there. Then our last one is our box. And then we also, you can open the box up and inside, so you'll get the supplies for all of this. Now, no ink, no stamp sets, no bundles, but we do the punching for you, the running of the dies, the cutting of the paper, and then inside is another beautiful card like that. So you can, again, to place your order, you can place your order for all the stamps and the dies and those kind of things, because we'll send you all the stuff ready to go. All right, thank you guys. So you have to place that order Monday by midnight, because on Tuesday, I start right in and we cut, we package everything up and we ship it. We try to ship it by Tuesday. Thank you. So far, a lot of people are choosing that box. I know it is definitely a special box. It's very useful. I love to make things. Like when I am making these, I really do in my mind, like, okay, who is that perfect for? So, because if I'm going to make it for you, then I want to be able to use it afterwards. So I do think about like what is perfect person that I can make that for, and a good purpose to make it for too. So anyway, I love them all, and I love all of you. Thank you so much for all your support and for being here. I so appreciate you. Yes, my paper Florist class, I'm not planning on until December. So that was just kind of a real sneak peek. But I will be announcing it in December. It'll be my December, kind of like an extra event or a stamp camp or a mega class that I'll do, because there's a lot of projects. So I will. Stay tuned. That was just a little bit of a sneak peek one. Because I have a Christmas Santa's Workshop event that I'm going to be doing here in November, really still focusing on Christmas and gift giving and all that stuff. All right, thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.